Hi, having a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going over the first reactions reviews for Creed 3, as the first batch of critics has finally been able to see it, and now they have given their first thoughts and first impressions of the movie. So that's what we're going over in this video. I'm gonna give you what like certain amount of critics said about the movie, the good, the bad, the positive, just basically anything to just kind of get an idea of how the movie is and whether you're gonna like it or not. So yeah, hope you enjoy this video. The way the video's format is gonna work is I'm going to the side, just like you saw right here. And then I put the tweet of the critic that gave their thoughts right here, and you can either pause the video and read it yourself, or you can just hear me out because I'm gonna read it out loud, and I'm gonna kind of tell you what this means for the movie. So yeah, let's get started. And to start things off, we're gonna start with Matt Ramos, who many of you know as Soups. And that's what he said. Creed 3 is the best movie in the trilogy. This film is brilliantly written, and Jonathan Majors has stolen another movie that doesn't belong to him. You would not know who to cheer for. What a fantastic directorial debut for Michael B. Jordan. That surpassed all my expectations. He continued by saying, I can talk about this movie all day. The cinematography, the sound design. There are fights in this movie that are shot like anime. Holy crap, y'all not ready. And then lastly, he said, Michael B. Jordan has always been vocal that he's a massive anime fan, and there's are literally fights in Creed 3 that are shot like an anime. It was so cool. So yeah, that's really, really awesome. So yeah, very positive first review coming from Soups or Matt Ramos, saying the movie's awesome, the timeline is awesome. They said that Jonathan Majors is an amazing movie and that he's thinking another movie that isn't his. Of course, Quantumania being the other one, which is really awesome. They said Michael B. Jordan really did direct the heck out of this movie, which is really, really amazing to see. And they said you don't really know who you're gonna root for. Are you gonna root for Creed? Are you gonna root for Jonathan Majors' character? Really exciting stuff. I like whenever the movie gets that point. I love it. And that the fights are shot kind of like anime, which is super exciting. Matt Ramos put a picture in his tweet to like kind of show what it means, and I'm really excited. Giving them apparently like bullet train like speed or something. I don't know, but I'm just really excited to see it. I think it's really awesome. The fact that they kind of incorporated anime into this movie, I think it's a pretty cool concept. All right, moving on to the next version review, and this one comes from Christian Harloff, who said, "Creed 3 is an intense emotional journey. Great directorial debut for Michael B. Jordan, coupled by amazing performances by both Thompson and the scene stealer Jonathan Majors. Fight scenes are awesome. A few times I was wondering where Rocky was, but it never took away from the story." Alright, so this is a review. Let's break it down. So it says it's emotionally pretty intense, so that's great. It means that there's some emotion to this movie, and I love when movies can capture emotion of the audience. I think it's pretty awesome. Once again, they mentioned Michael B. Jordan's great directorial debut, amazing, and an amazing performance from Thompson, who is his girlfriend, and Jonathan Majors, once again, the villain of the movie, which is super exciting. Once again, they said the fights were awesome, yay! And they mentioned Rocky's absence by saying that they did kind of wonder where he was, but it never really took away from the story. It was never like, oh, that sucks because Rocky's not in this movie. I was just like, I wonder what Rocky's doing right now. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I like that. I think that it leaves the door open for Rocky in the future, but at the same time, I like that it was able to succeed with Rocky. So yeah, that's good. All right, moving on to the next first review. This comes from Eric, who said, Creed 3 is everything you could want from the finale to the Creed trilogy. Jonathan Majors proved to be a ferocious foe for Michael B. Jordan, who delivers a KO for his directorial debut. Plays huge in IMAX. Audience cheering throughout. This is gonna be big. So yeah, there's a very positive review saying that this is everything you could possibly want from the end of the trilogy of the from Creed. And there has been a Creed 4 confirmed, just saying it's not the end of the Creed franchise, it's just the end of the Creed trilogy. Jonathan Majors proves that he's an amazing villain, once again, just showing us that he's ferocious, and I'm really excited for him as the villain, of course, in Quantumania. And in this movie, it's just really exciting. And they mentioned again, Michael Jordan, amazing directorial debut. And they did mention that it's amazing in IMAX. Like, go watch it in IMAX if you can. It's really awesome. It will have your audience cheering throughout, and it just has the potential to be so big, which is really exciting. Just the excitement of this tweet as I read it gets me excited. Then moving on to Matt Neglia, who said, Michael B. Jordan in his directorial debut does an admirable job directing Creed 3. His performance throughout ranks among the best, and the IMAX shot boxing rings are distinctively awesome. Jonathan Majors brings raw power and charisma to a personal story of two friends turned enemies. That sounds really awesome to me. That sounds really awesome. Saying once again, Creed 3, amazing directorial debut. IMAX shot boxing scenes are amazing, so go watch it on IMAX if you can. You're probably gonna want to watch it there. Jonathan Majors bringing in the smoke with his acting performance and saying that it really is about these two friends turned enemies, and they have the acting chops to deliver that. So that's really awesome. Alright, moving on to the next first review, and this comes from Alex, who said, I'm Michael B. Jordan. I just saw Creed 3. It is beautiful. I felt every emotion watching it. The use of bullet time and the fight's amazing. The girl dad moments are so heartwarming. The deaf daughter knocking out the girl. The speech during the final fight. People erupted. Perfect. So it looks like it's going to be really good just by this first review saying, the bullet time, which is what I mentioned earlier, the bullet time that they're going to use for the fight scenes, it's like the anime style type of thing. I'm really excited to see that. Apparently the daughter of Creed plays a huge role into it, and of course she was deaf, of course, and I'm really excited to see those heartwarming moments. I think it's going to be awesome, and apparently it's going to be a speech at the end of the fight. I'm very curious, or in the final fight. Curious for that, and people erupting, people cheering once again. It's going to be very audience involved, which I think is awesome. Alex continued by saying, Creed 3. There's a moment during Creed 3 where you're going to cry, and it's beautifully done. It is shot great. Our screener, everyone was in tears, and speech, everyone stood up and cheered. The whole overarching story over the movie, you can't outrun your past. So yeah, it's really awesome. I think it's pretty cool. Saying that it's beautifully done. There's moments there's a specific moment in this movie where you will cry, and apparently everyone in the screener did cry, and the speech at the end will provoke like cheers and just like standing up, and it's just gonna be a really awesome experience. And the name of the movie is that you cannot run your past. I think that's a really awesome theme. Now moving on to a last version review that I'm going over, and this one comes from Chanel Genai, who says, bye. I've been a fan of Creed franchise since day one, and it is by far the best one. Michael B. Jordan did the thing as a director. Jonathan Majors is a frightening, formidable foe. But this film proves again that my loyalty will forever be with Adonis Creed. Chanel Genai continued by saying, there was a moment where quite literally everyone around me sat all the way up in their seats. There were claps, gasps, people shouting out at the screen like we were actually in the room where it was happening. Lol. There was also thunderous applause when the film wrapped. So that's really awesome. And lastly, Chanel Genai said, Creed movie definitely cemented its place as the best movie I've seen this year for me. Yes, I know 23 just started, but it more than deserves it. It also made it very clear that the Creed franchise can stand strongly on its own. No shade. Run to see it and be ready for a ride. So yeah, that's what she had to say. And that was the last one, of course. And that's very, very exciting. First of all, saying best one in the franchise. So keep that in mind. It looks like it's gonna be better than the first Creed movie and the second Creed movie. Pretty awesome. Then saying that it really does involve the audience. Gasp, cheers, people were standing up, people were standing on the edge of their seat, people clapped at the end of the movie. I mean, it's just this experience you have to experience with the crowd because it just feels like you're in the room, which is exciting. That means that the film has captured all your attention and it really makes you feel in the place. And that gets me super excited. I cannot wait to go see it in the theater and experience that. That sounds like an amazing experience. Go see it on IMAX if you can. Apparently, it's really good and it was shot in IMAX, so go see it on IMAX. And it says that it's easily the best movie this year so far, and we'll see if it can keep going, but it looks like it's the best movie of the year so far, and that it can stand strongly on its own, of course, without Rocky. So keep that in mind. It looks like it doesn't need Rocky to be successful because her put in this movie is amazing. So yeah, it's really awesome. I think that's great. Overall, all these directions have been really awesome for the movie. So I think that just goes to show you that Creed 3 is going to be an amazing movie. Tell me down in the comments what are your expectations from the movie from 1 to 10. I'm very curious. And remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any content whenever the movie comes out, because I'm making a lot of content about it. And that's it. Just leave a like and enjoy this video, and if you found it informative or helpful, it will be very helpful. So please leave a like. It really helps out video, so please leave a like. And yeah, that'll be for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and this is Entertainment out.